Hello Internet, I am the Hero of Julios, once again with another Digimon Card Game video. In this video, I'd like to explain how to play the Digimon Card Game. Considering I've opened so many packs on this channel, I figure it's only fair to actually explain how and what these cards do, why some of them are good, why some of them are not so good. But more importantly, I'd like to just give an understanding of what the core battle mechanics are of the card game. Obviously, some strategies ignore some things, and some cards are going to ignore some other things, but for the most part, this little series should be a comprehensive understanding of the basic rules. So without further ado, let's get into the first episode, Understanding the Board. To start, you should have two different decks. The first will be a 50-card deck that you will place here. Note that it will always be 50 cards, no more, no less. Your second deck, known as your Digi-Egg deck, will be placed here. This deck can have up to 5 cards in total, or no cards at all. How many you use will depend on your strategy, so plan accordingly. Unlike your main deck, which you will draw to your hand, your Digi-Egg deck will hatch to a card space right next to that deck. This area as a whole is called the breeding or raising area. In Digimon, the discard pile, located here, is known as the trash bin. When a card refers to the act of trashing, it is referred to sending a card to this pile. The trash bin can also be known as the recycle bin. The next location is your security stack. At the start of the game, before you even draw your starting hand, place the top 5 cards of your deck into this pile. Be sure to place them in a way that makes it obvious how many are left. The security stack can get as large as you want throughout the game by using various cards, but be warned. If you have no security cards left and your opponent's Digimon attacks, it's over, and you lose. When you stack your first 5 cards to your security stack, make sure that the first card you pull off the top of your deck is the bottom of the security stack. At the top of your side of the board, you'll see what is called a memory gauge. The number the gauge is at is how much memory you have to work with on your turn. You can spend more memory than you have, but as soon as you send the gauge past 0 and all effects resolve, your opponent's turn begins. Note also that you cannot spend so much memory that your opponent would have more than 10. For example, if you only have 1 memory left and you want to play a 12-cost card, you can't, because your opponent wouldn't go up to 11 memory. Always plan your turn so that you give your opponent as little memory as possible, lest you give them the chance to play a whole bunch of cards in a single turn. Finally, the center of the board is called the main area, or the battle area. This is where you play your Digimon cards. This is where your tamer goes. A good thing to keep in mind is that a Digimon in the breeding area can't affect anything in the main area, and vice versa can't be affected by cards that happen in the main area. This concludes our lesson on understanding the board. I'll see you in the next episode when we discuss how to read your cards. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.